Hey, Jody here. Today we're TIG welding aluminum. Let's do it.
I have got a 2-foot long lap joint set up using 11 gauge 6061 aluminum, just a little bit over 2 feet long in fact. Now go ahead and warn you, this video is going to be pretty promotional. I'm definitely pimping that TIG Finger XL that you see me wearing here, but it's also full of arc shots, full of tips and techniques and things like that. If you've been watching this channel long, you know I'm still gonna provide some information even when I'm trying to sell a product. So I sell this on the Weldmonger store. It's called the TIG Finger XL. If you've ever welded aluminum like this where there's just no place to prop or no good place to prop, sometimes you try to glide your fingers with your TIG glove along the aluminum surface and you know that it just starts getting hot really quick and it gets uncomfortable, and it's really hard to weld when you're uncomfortable. So I've got it slipped over my two fingers, my pinky and the ring finger next to it, and I just scoot the torch up roughly 1/8 of an inch in between dips of rod, and it lets me hold a steady enough arc that I'm tight enough with the arc to push the molten metal into that corner, and yet long enough with the arc to not be duffing the electrode every time I turn around and have to clean electrodes. That really is the key to welding aluminum, is figuring out how to hold a tight enough arc where you drive that metal into the root of a joint, but not so tight that when you add rod and the puddle grows in height that it pushes it into the electrode, and now you've got a dirty electrode and you have to stop when you got a big snot rocker of aluminum on your tungsten electrode. That just takes all the fun out of TIG welding aluminum. So for me, this is the way to do this. There's lots of other ways, I'm sure. You could always figure out a way to clamp a vice grip C-tong clamp on something, or use wood blocks, jack stand, anything like that, but I like having my prop in my pocket. I'm just ready for anything that the job throws at me that way. I can always find a place to prop this way. The TIG Finger XL is a lot like the regular TIG Finger, except it will slip over 2 fingers for most people, and it's thicker and therefore even more heat resistant than the regular size. But made out of the same material. I just find for certain jobs you need that little bit of extra heat protection, and I can just hold it there as long as I want, and hand doesn't get hot, fingers don't get hot, don't even get warm. So let's weld the last little bit here. I'll show you a little restart here, or at least how I usually make a restart. Light up pretty much in the center of the crater where I left off. I have this pre-flow set on about a second and a half. I grow the puddle to match where I left off, and then I flow it into the corner and then just go like I never stopped. Okay, it's just kind of a dab, pause, add rod, dab, pause, add rod. Sometimes I even lengthen the arc while I'm adding rod to avoid cleaning electrodes again. That works pretty well for me, especially on certain types of joints, and it just depends on what position you're in. You want to keep your electrode angle, or your torch angle that is, just kick back maybe 10 degrees or less. In fact, the farther you lean it back, the more likely you'll be to duff the electrode. So trying to keep it kind of straight in like this really kind of helps on lap joints as well as T-joints. Letting off the pedal and leaving the rod in the puddle for just a second, swirling around as I taper off to not leave a crater eye, and that is done. I'm not in any hurry to get my finger off there either. Not hot, not even warm. I would have liked to have practiced 2 or 3 of these before today's video, but I think this is sort of good enough for me to be that 5th grader that's helping a 4th grader out there somewhere. I don't mind being the 4th grader. I'm the 4th grader a lot of times. There's a lot of good welders out there. These are my TIG Finger products, TIG Finger and TIG Finger XL, 100% sourced and assembled in the USA, made by friends and family. You can learn more by going to my online store at weldmonger.com. That is how I support these videos. Thanks for your support. Thanks so much for watching.